So, let's start with the basics. If you're just getting into Figma, you'll want to learn how to access the core tools with your keyboard. Press V for Move Tool, F for Frame Tool, R Rectangle Tool, L Line Tool, O Ellipse Tool, P Pen Tool, and T for Text Tool. These are easy to remember. Basically, you want to get to the point where you don't need the bottom toolbar at all. To move around the canvas, scroll or hold spacebar and drag. For zooming, you've got a few options. First, hold Command and scroll to zoom in and out. Command plus or minus for step zooms, or hit Z and click to zoom in. Add Option to zoom out, or drag an area you want to zoom into. Command 0 zooms to 100%, pressing 1 shows you the whole canvas, and 2 zooms into the selected layer. Select the layer and hold Option to see measurements between objects. When nothing is selected, Command A selects everything on the page. Inside a group, this selects only its children. Command Shift A selects everything but the selected layer. Command G groups the selection. Command Option G add frame around the selection. Shift A adds auto layout. Command Shift G ungroups everything. When there are objects nested inside each other, it takes multiple clicks to reach them, but holding down Command and clicking selects the inner layers directly. Command D duplicates the element. If you move it and duplicate it again, Figma will continue duplicating with the same distance between objects. This also works with rotation. Rotate an object, then hit Command D to repeat the same rotation each time. Pressing Option plus A aligns objects to the left of the parent element, Option D to the right, Option W to the top, and Option S to the bottom. You can align items horizontally to the center with Option H, and Option B to center align vertically. If you want to drag an element over an auto layout, group or frame without dropping it inside, hold spacebar right after you start dragging. To proportionally resize elements, use the Scale tool by pressing K. By default, the Scale multiplier is active. Hitting 2, for example, will double its size. For a specific width or height, press K, then Shift tab twice to enter a value. To resize, you can push Command left arrow to increase the width by a small nudge amount, and right arrow to decrease it. If you add Shift to it, it will move in a big nudge amount. Up and down arrows work the same way for height. You can change the nudge amount from the menu here. Hitting Shift plus H will flip the selection horizontally, and Shift V will flip it vertically. Hold Shift and press a number from 0 to 9 to set opacity in 10% steps. For example, Shift plus 2 will set the layer at 20% opacity, and Shift 5 at 50. Press 2 numbers in a row for exact values. Shift plus 7 and 5 will set it to 75%. Pressing 0 twice will set opacity to 0. Pressing it once will set it at 100%. Hit I to open the color picker. Hold down Shift if you want to add a color, style or variable to it. Shift X swap stroke and fill color. You can copy layer styles by hitting Command Option C and pasting with Command Option B. Press Shift plus G to show and hide layout guides. Command \# to hide the UI. And lastly, the most important one. Whenever you forget the shortcut, just hit Command K to open the action bar. You can do almost anything from there. You'll also find a full list of shortcuts under Help, Keyboard Shortcuts. If you're using a non-standard keyboard, you can switch the layout there to see what works for your setup. That's it. Hope you got something useful out of it. If you did, you know what to do. And let me know if I forgot any of your favorite shortcuts. Peace.